So if we take this example and consider the total number of blocks that would be seen or unseen for that matter, the number of blocks in this picture when we have some blocks in each one of those bags and 3 extra blocks sitting in front of those bags. So we can look at this a couple of different ways, and I'm going to try to do it a different way this time for those of you who might benefit. So we're going to say, instead of looking at a group of a bag and extra blocks, what happens if we look at our bags separate from the blocks? Okay, and it's kind of hard to, but you guys get the idea here. So some of you hopefully can identify that if we were going to write a statement here or just try to build an expression, we might count the number of bags and say that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. So that would be 5x plus, and then just simply count those extra blocks. And some of us won't have to count them all, but we'll do that for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Some of you may have decided that you could just do 5 times 3 and know that there are 15 extra blocks. So that's a pretty quick way to find out an expression where x is the number of blocks in each bag and there are 3 blocks in front of each of those 5 bags. But if we wanted to think about this problem differently and use our distributive property notation, I would end up thinking about it like this. So I'm going to take away those highlighted marks, and now we're going to look at this in a different way where we say, how can I think about one bag and those extra blocks? So the one bag and the extra blocks now, that just looks to be that I have, I'll keep my color here of the kind of light purple, maybe a little bit brighter than that. Like that. All right, so let's see here. X plus those 3 blocks that are in front of. And then we can say, well, we actually ended up with not just one group of that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of x plus 3. So I would go back now and I would say that x plus 3 gets grouped together as a quantity and is going to be multiplied by 5. So we wrote down that we could identify the total number of blocks by being 5x plus 15 or 5 multiplied by the quantity of x plus 3. So here, this is called expanded notation or expanded form. And here is the factored form. Okay. Factored just means that we took the greatest common factor of 5x and 15 and tried to regroup it differently. Okay, so the greatest common factor for 5x and 15 happens to be 5 here. So we say, oh, well, 5x divided by 5. So I could just kind of make this notation here. 5x divided by 5 gives me x. And 15 divided by 5 would give us 3. And since we divided both parts by 5, we can pull that 5 onto the outside of our parentheses and group together x number of blocks in a bag and the 3 extra ones we can see on the outside. Don't stress too much about that. Let's go ahead and see if we can distribute that 5 to both parts of our parentheses now and eliminate the parentheses and get back to expanded form. So we're going to say distribute that 5 to the x, 5 multiplied by x, plus, don't forget that little 3 there, that 5 times 3. So that as we simplify, this becomes 5x plus 15. Go ahead and write down these 3 expressions. If you want to continue to think about bags and blocks, you can quickly draw yourself what this represents. So that first one, okay, we could just say that we have X block bags, we have X blocks in each bag. And we could say that there are 7 extras outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? That's just a quick visual if you need it. But now I want to know the total number of blocks, and let's make that an expanded notation, which means we are going to want to write this as that 4 getting distributed to both parts of my parentheses, 4 times x plus 4 times 7, to end up with 4x plus 28. Go ahead and try to do the next 2 on your own. Pause the video, and then when you're ready, go ahead and hit play again for the answers. Alright, so hopefully you've given this a shot on your own. We're going to distribute the 6 to both parts of our parentheses. So we have 6 times x plus 6 times 2 to give us 6x plus 12. And the last one on this screen says distribute 5 to both parts of the quantity of x plus 9. So 5 times x plus 5 times 9. Okay? I highly recommend, as we start working with the distributive property, that you draw those arrows to remind yourself of what you're actually multiplying. So I have 5x plus 45. So on this last screen, we have an example of 2 people who have taken the expression 3 multiplied by the quantity x plus 7 and used the distributive property. I'd like you to take a moment to look at these 2 answers and then try to find the error. So if I slide up now and make this just a little bit smaller for you, okay, I would like to know if you can find the error and what would you do to help the person fix her or his mistake so that they don't continue to make the same mistake when using the distributive property.